Okay, so today I was like walking to get my check cash and all this other stuff, and so this angle to this side, which I will explain why in a moment. Which I bear. Okay, so I was getting stuff, my addiction and check cash and Subway. I was thinking to myself, like, man, I can't film outside today because rodeo is a thing here. It's very popular here, and yeah, so that's going on, and there are people everywhere. Like, it's like it's like freaking walking down trying to walk down to the corner store on Bourbon Street during Mardi Gras. That's what it's like. It's pretty much what it's like. Smaller scale, but similar context. But I was thinking to myself, oh, I can't record through all this crap because, one, I'm going to be too distracted by everybody looking at me, and I'm going to be looking at them, and oh, chair squeak. Ugh, I need a WD-40 and tighten this. But and the anxiety factor of being in crowds of that huge, just that's like I was talking to Mom's opinion about VidCon and stuff, like how I would like to go, but oh my gosh, now that I think about it, it's like, oh my god, I would probably just like be beet red, sweating, and just sit there like. Like that shit will probably happen constantly. Like, I'll be holding my breath like, yeah. But and then I realized weekend webcam, because today is Saturday, and that's the thing I wanted to do on weekends. I'm webcamming, so it makes it a little easier. I had to talk, and it's a little more personable and things like that. And, man, I have been failing at doing anything ShayLoss related at all, but my moods are climbing up a little bit, despite all the frustration with everything going on. And I actually got some screenshots, and I found a section of the conversation where I told Willie about how. Let's see, I will pull it up as I'm talking to you. I found a section of talking to him on Facebook where basically I tell him because he removed me, he no longer has permission to use my graphics, and right afterwards he says okay. Like, he completely freaking like, that's basically admitting understanding of what I'm telling him. And so if he continues to use it, the proof is right there that he's deliberately doing it, even though I told him he can't. So, like, I'm glad that I dug through the conversation and found that, because apparently the part of the conversation where he had, expressed gratitude for me doing all the stuff that I was doing for the channel, and I had said, it's not a big deal because I'm getting promotion out of it, so, like, it's not like I'm doing it for free, because I'm not going to be doing this type of stuff for free. I'm like an administrator. I'm part of the project. I am 1/3 of the project, and I am getting promotion for myself too, and for my artwork. So I'm getting something out of it. If I wasn't, then I wouldn't be doing this for free. That part of the conversation happened over Xbox Live. It was a verbal conversation. I knew the conversation happened. I just couldn't. There's so many back and forth communications as far as Facebook messages and Xbox Live, and the couple, the one time we Skyped and stuff, voice called, and those all bleed together at a certain point, and you think it's all just like one conversation, but it's not. It was a conversation over Xbox Live. It wasn't on Facebook like I thought it was, because I dug through the messages to look. And so it basically, at that point, it becomes my word against his, because it was me and him talking, and then people came in after. Actually, it's what people were coming into the party at the end of the conversation where I was like, you know, I wouldn't be doing it for free. That's when people started entering, so we changed the subject because it was just pointless to talk about it in front of other people. And well, I can't actually prove that conversation. So it becomes my word against his. And of course, to protect himself, he's going to say that conversation never happened. I mean, anyone would say that. So, and whatever. But I can prove that he does understand. I mean, okay is an admission. When you're talking to somebody and right after you say something to them, they're like, okay, that's basically like, all right, I understand what you're saying. So I have clear proof that he understood what, you know, he saw what I said. Like, I wrote it to him. He says, okay, afterwards. That's in my favor. Completely in my favor. So I'm just waiting for them to post. The second they post, I'm going to be flagging. So, and I have full rights to flag. I have rights. And he can try all he wants to contest it, but he's not really going to win. Sadly. But, you know, he needs to find another. I mean, he wants to get rid of me so badly. They didn't want me a part of this project. They don't need to be using my freaking graphics anyways. You know, they need to find somebody else in their little crew that they're getting together and have that person do the graphics. You know, they don't need to be ripping off my shit that I was doing for my ownership stake in the project, you know, and whatever. Stressful situation, but aside from that, though, my moods are escalating, and I'm seeing the people that I want to keep in my life, you know. Despite certain things that go back and forth between me and my ex, I do want her to stay in my life. We're calm, we're talking, I feel like I'm being listened to for the first time in a very long time, and I feel like I'm being paid attention to, and that things that I'm saying are being considered and not just, you know, whatever to get me to shut up or whatnot. And so yeah, it feels like things are calming down with that, and they've been really nice to have the past few nights, like past 3-4 nights. Yeah, it's been good. It's been a good stress relief. I've finally been able to dump, you know, and unload and talk about certain things, you know, outside of our, you know, effed up relationship. But, you know, and so yeah, I had planned on playing a little. That's why this was moved over here, and the angle was all weird because I was going to test record Marvel Heroes. Going to play some Marvel Heroes with Facecam, because I was going to use my Minicam to record my desktop. I was going to use this to record me and me talking, but I was going to use my headset to talk. And I was going to piece it all together, and I was going to try to get it lined up right, and I was going to see how it turns out. But the only problem is that the Minicam software only records at 30 FPS, which is roughly what it's recording at now, which is cool for vlogging and stuff like that. But when you're actually recording something on your screen like a game, you kind of want to a little bit higher FPS, because it tends to be a little bit slower reaction times as far as what it's actually capturing. So it'll seem like it skips and stuff, but I was just going to test it out and see. I was going to have that be my weekend vlog, but my Saturday weekend webcam vlog. I might try to do it tomorrow. Don't know. But because I couldn't get that done, I'm going to try to work on a video tonight. Just a little special video. I'm not going to be able to monetize it because it's going to have some stuff that's like copyrighted or whatever, and so I'm not even going to bother trying to monetize it because it'll get rejected and demonetized. It'll be monetized and sent to the rights holders. So I'm just like gonna skip the whole process and just like not monetize it and just let them do their thing to it, cause whatever. It's strictly for entertainment and some slight promotional aspect for me. I think it's gonna be hilarious. Spoiler alert, it's going to be a goat video, but it's going to be a goat video that I haven't seen done. At least I haven't found through YouTube searches. I found a slight one that's slightly light, but it's not going to be to the extent that I'm going to do it, and it's not going to be as awesome. And it's not as, the one that I saw isn't as popular or whatever, so we're going to hope that this works out. So, anyways, that's all for today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed that. Please like, subscribe if you haven't already, comment, share, favorite, all that wonderful stuff. And I'll see you tomorrow.